The emergence of big business in the Gilded Age was reinforced by laissez-faire economics and Adam Smith's Wealth of Nations. Both enforced the idea that the government could not interfere with the economy and reinforced social Darwinism. Adam Smith's Wealth of Nations comes from the idea that a nation's wealth is really the stream of goods and services it brings in and out of the nation. The division of labor and accumulation of wealth are necessary to grow the economy. Skilled labor was the way to handle division of labor and to improve the quality of product. There are many different types of business operations that companies would use to get ahead. Carnegie Steel used a monopoly in order to take over most of the industry, while General Electric was a conglomerate joining two different electricity companies into one large company. Railroad businesses used gentlemen's agreements called pools so that they could set a flat rate and they would all stay in business because customers would not have a choice of a lower price. Rockefeller developed the trust, which was a combination of many firms and corporations joined together to reduce the competition and control prices. Rockefeller's Standard Oil was the holding company or the parent corporation in the trust that owned majority stock. Andrew Carnegie was the steel tycoon of the Gilded Age. He was born in Scotland and came to the United States at the age of 12 and became a millionaire by the time he was 18. He wrote The Gospel of Wealth, believing that other millionaires should be philanthropic and help the poor, stating in the Gospel of Wealth, "The problem of our age is the proper administration of wealth." John D. Rockefeller formed the Standard Oil Company in 1870. He began using horizontal integration to take over his industry. In this process, he would set up gas stations near local gas stations and charge less for a gallon of gas than the local station, eventually taking over that station. He also used mergers and created the trust in order to completely take over his industry, making his the holding company of the trust. Rockefeller received much criticism for his creation of trust because it didn't help the common man. Jay Gould was a speculator and railroad developer. He was involved with the Boss Tweed and Tammany Hall political machine in New York. He was also known for being partners with Frisk. J.P. Morgan was an American financier who helped create the mergers for the U.S. Steel and General Electric companies, making them two of the most powerful monopolies in America. When the U.S. Treasury almost went bankrupt, Morgan joined together with the Rothschilds to loan the government $3.5 million in gold, causing much criticism towards the government from the people. His company is still one of the financial giants of this country. Although they were very philanthropic, many of the rich in this era had various summer and weekend estates all over the countryside, such as the Breakers, which was Vanderbilt's